Okay. Now that is the hat for me. Because of this cupid rose.
Hello.
So there's nothing flimsy about it. Oh, she for real?
Wait, I'll see if she's still doing
that. You can't cater to that.
They not even got Indian in my family.
You know, Helen is a special needs mom as well, you know, and that's a whole other. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another segment of Sadie Says It All. Now, if you don't currently, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be bringing you a lot of good stuff and you don't want to miss it, okay? Now, today's segment is actually a part of an ongoing series I have running called Meet the Woman Behind the Business, where you get to meet some of these women behind these Black-owned small businesses. And, you know, you already support them. You see them popping up in your social media feeds. So you might as well get to know them a little bit, okay? Now, today we have our very special guest, Miss Lala Mclaughlin. Did I get that right?
Yes, it's Lalenza.
Lalenza, gotcha. Because she's listed a lot of times as Lala, so that's how, but yes, Miss Lalenza Mclaughlin, okay? And she is the founder, the owner of LaLy Happy Cakes. Honey, she makes custom cakes, custom cupcakes, custom gifts, and we're going to get into all of that in just a moment. But welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Girl, we've been trying to get this thing together. Either she wasn't feeling well or I wasn't feeling well, but we here today, so we're going to do this. Welcome. And if you could, please just let everyone know where you're from.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lalenza, and we're based in Brooklyn. We are pretty much home-based, but we have free local delivery, and it's really quick.
Okay, all right. Well, girl, that's what people need. It's hard to get some quick custom cupcakes and cakes, honey. So now, a lot of the guests that I've had here on the show, I met by way of Instagram. But you and I connected on Facebook, like way back. Like I've been, you know, connected with you there. And I was just like, you know, trying to remember how far back, and I can't, but like we've been popping up in each other's feed for a long time.
Yes, it was a while ago. I believe it was, at least 8 years ago, and you were doing an event in Jersey, I believe, and we were supposed to connect, but that didn't happen. But luckily, you know, we're here now, and we stayed in contact. I was actually doing Cupcake a la Creme, which was my first bake business. And we did a lot of fashion shows and charities, fundraisers, things like that.
Okay. So that explains why we've been in the same circle. Yeah. So I'm just glad we kept in contact, girl.
Me too. You see what happened?
Yeah, exactly. Look at God.
I know. Hello.
So, all right. So what I do want to ask you, because I usually ask all the guests, because everyone's answer is so different, how they got started with their business. Now, with something like baking, you know, it's really involved. So it's like you really got to have a passion for that. So is that something that you grew up doing as a child, or was it something you discovered kind of like later in life?
Well, actually, it's both. When I was young, I would always help my mother in the kitchen. She would always start cooking, and then I would always finish it. And I was pretty much hands-on with like my family, my auntie. She would have, different events on the weekend, and I would help her prepare the food and the desserts. Also, as growing up, I would bake cupcakes for my grandkids, and they really loved it. So we started thinking about the cupcakes then, and of course at the church, whenever we had special events. I was in about 4 different ministries. So whenever we had special events, I would do the cupcakes and cakes for like the pastor's birthday and any event. I was always there doing the cupcakes and the cakes.
Girl, let me tell you, and I ain't just saying this, but girl, don't church folk make the best cakes and desserts. I tell you, pastor anniversary, the choir anniversary, every time you show up, everybody ready to eat.
And once it's a long service And then you have the evening service. Everybody's hungry. So I was always there with my cupcakes. Also, I was part of the serving team. So I would serve food. We would clean up. It was a big deal. So, but it was very good because it kept me very well grounded. So I love it.
Yeah, yeah. It's fun because I grew up in South Carolina, and moving up here, I don't really have family up here. I have some family like in Brooklyn. I have some family in Brooklyn, and I have some in Jersey still. But like as far as the church family and everything I had, that was back home. So I don't do as much of that anymore. And it's like I miss that. I miss it a lot, and not to say they don't have church families up here that you could easily, you know, um, get into, but it's just that I don't do that as often anymore. And I miss that so much, that fellowship and that being with everybody and being like family. So yeah, always good memories when you eating,
I know, and especially when you're part of the family, church family. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of work though. Sometimes when you want to ministry, but it's worth it. At the end of the day, it feels so good. It's definitely worth it.
Right, right. Yeah. I just have to tell you this because every time I see you, you are together. Every time you pop up in my feed, you are tight. Like right now, you got your hair and the hat. I mean, you're always on point. So I just need to compliment you because a lot of times, we as women, we don't compliment one another enough. And girl, you just always together, always snazzy.
Well, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I love fashion too. I'm actually in the fashion industry. I do computer work in the fashion industry, but I love clothes. And my mother was always the Miss Cash, which was the beautiful fly lady. So she kind of passed it down to us. So we still try to keep it together sometimes.
Well,
Thank you.
that's something I didn't know, and I wouldn't have any way of knowing it, which is a good thing that I do these segments here because this is giving people another look at you, another side of you. So you work with what do you do like some type of programming or what is it you do in that world?
Well, in the fashion industry, which I've been in for over 20 years, I'm actually a EDI specialist, which is electronic data interchange.
Okay.
And pretty much, yeah, it's computer work, it's office work, but the big companies, they would send over their orders and I would, key them in and make sure that everything came in correct, make sure it goes out correctly. So it's kind of a big deal in the fashion.
Girl, kinda. Kinda. That
Well,
is that is a big deal. Well, look at you. You just multifaceted all over the place.
that's good. You gotta do it when you can. You gotta do it when you can. It don't last forever.
Girl, that's true. That's true. And it's funny, another thing with a lot of the guests that I've had on, a lot of them started their businesses during COVID. Like you were saying, you got to take advantage of whatever it is when you can. But you've had LaLy Happy Cakes for some time now. Like about how long has it been since you've started that?
Well, actually, LaLy Happy Cakes was brought into my head around the pandemic. Because what happened was I had Cupcake a la creme and I did the fashion shows and all of the events with that. So that ended after a few years. And with the pandemic, I came up with LaLy Happy Cakes, but I still have that passion. I still love to bake. And I really like to make people happy. I like when they get their order or, whatever they ordered and it's so pretty. Like, oh, it's so cute. They're so happy. I really like that. So that's what made LaLy Happy Cakes come to life.
Right, right. Now, what I'm going to do, everyone, for everyone who's watching, I am going to be sure to include pictures here of some of Lorenza's work because, honey, these cakes look so decadent. Now, I have not had the pleasure of having one as of yet, but every picture makes me want to. You know what I'm saying? Like everything looks so good and it's done up like you said, it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. Like most people probably pause to eat them, but they're They look amazing. But not only do you do cupcakes and cakes, I've seen other items on your page as well that aren't cupcakes and cakes. So can you talk to us about that?
Yes, well, I also do candy coated strawberries, and they're super delicious. I mean, Edible Arranger may have competition because everyone loves them. They're so good. I mean, with the summer coming, you might not want a cake, you might want some fruit. So those are really hot. Everyone loves those. Also, I have a few things here. This here is a blinged out bottle, and
Okay.
this one is wine, but it's pretty cool. I did pink, gold, and silver. But if
Mhm.
someone would want something like this, they request the color that they like, and I would fancy it up. So this is pretty popular. And also, I do the glasses to go with it. This is like a glam glass
Mhm.
or a pimp sip cup. That's what they call it.
Whatever you want to call it, that's what it is.
But it's cute and it's fun. And you're drinking in fashion. Here's another one that I did. This is pretty cool also. This is green and silver. But of course, you could get whatever color you like. So I do things like that. And we also have some cute little earrings for the queens. And they say queen.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. And they're just comfortable for the summer, spring, have a little fun and colorful. And that's
Right.
that. So, yes, we do have a lot of different things that we do here.
Yeah, really nice. Okay. All right, girl. Look at you covering all the bases. You made sure you worked that fashion in there too, didn't you?
Yes, girl, gotta be fashionably correct. Thank you.
Awesome. Anyone placing a custom order with you, and I'm going to put your website information there. We're going to give everyone your Instagram information, so that way they can follow you and check out everything I've been going on and on about here. So is there like a certain lead time you need with those custom orders, or does it depend on, of course, what it is that they're asking for?
Well, a custom cake order, I would need anywhere from 48 to 72 hours. And
Okay.
if you're ordering cupcakes or candy coated cookies or candy coated strawberries, 48 hours in advance would be sufficient. Also, on the website and on my Facebook is LaLy Happy Cakes on Facebook. You can DM me, you can text me, or you can call.
Okay. All right. All right. So she got all kind of ways you can get in touch with her. So she'll respond either way.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess that's kind of it. We got a chance to chat about, everything that you're doing. That's awesome. I mean, it's great. I like supporting, our women because we haven't always gotten that support. You know what I mean? And when we can offer it to one another, we should. So everyone, make sure that you follow LaLy Happy Cakes on Instagram. Like I said, I will put the information. I'll put her Facebook information. I will put the website so that you can get in touch with her, because, honey, everybody's about to get back out here in these streets. They're going to be celebrating all these birthdays that we missed. I know I need to be celebrating mine and all of these special events. And y'all going to need some cake or some, maybe with all that eating we were doing, we need some fruit. So maybe we should do some strawberries or something. No cakes. But yeah, be sure to reach out to her. And also, if you're not following me, and not subscribed to me, follow me on Instagram at Sadie Says It All. I'll put my information there as well. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and help, support these women, because they're doing awesome and amazing things. And right now, some of them are still like growing. So you want to get behind something when it's on the, come up, don't you want to get something? Everybody's on the big bandwagons, get on something on the come up. So, LaLynza, thank you so much for joining us, and we got to keep in touch, and I'll be reaching out to you again soon, I'm sure. And
Nope.
everyone, thank you for joining us today. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. LaLy Happy Cakes.
That's right, girl. Put it in. Get it in.